सरस्वती
Matreyaya
असतो मा सद्गमय तमस्मा
Jyotirgaya
मृत्योर्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Vithala, what is happening? Why are you laughing? Sit up straight. On the timer.
It's straightly.
Vithala,
It's straight in a manner.
please sit. Baby sir.
It's straight in a manner.
Come on. One. What is?
What's useless?
Undu Nana. Don't confuse me. What is happening?
Okay, yeah, let me help.
You want the timer? Thank you. Sit up straight. Vision on your Nasikagram in the beginning. Like Krishna is doing yoga here, like that. Imagine it. 1, 2, 3, start. सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिं यानः प्रचोदयात्. Close your eyes. ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नारायण नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Om Narayanaaya. Om Namo Om Narayanaaya. Om Om Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Narayanaaya. Om Om Namo Narayanaaya. Slowly come out. Until you are not waiting for me to say it. Rub your hands. Keep them on your eyes. Brahma Mudra. Om Dram Dattaya Namaha. 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 ॐ द्रां दत्ताय नमः 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 Slowly come out. Slowly come out. Slowly come out. Shri Amriteshwaraya Namah Shivaya. 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 Come on. Go to the Vajrasana.
It is tight with my
Adi
feet.
Mudra.
Like the
Adi Mudra.
Goodbye, feet.
Step breathing. Proper.
I am.
Sit normally.
I am.
Slowly come out. You have to keep them like this.
Good.
Like this. If you keep like this, then
My bones will break.
no, it will not break. Your bones will become flexible. Okay, you should not keep like that. Then your bones will say ow, ow, ow. Because they said to me too, when I kept like that.
Yes.
I tried to see how you kept, and I wanted to imitate it, and it was horrible. Don't do it.
I have like 60 pounds. So
It's not that. It's not about that. It's
Yes.
just that
Yes, because
that is not the way you do
No,
Vajrasana. That's what I'm telling you. The way you have to do is you have to put your feet like this. Like, okay.
it's either have my
Anyways.
my feet aching for like 5 minutes. Thanks for having bones.
Okay. Apana Mudra. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Shri Pada Vallabha.
नरसिंह सरस्वती श्रीगणेशाय नमः मा सद्गमय तमसोमा ज्योतिर्मय ज्योतिर्मा शान्तिः
Sahanavatu.
सहनवतु सह वीर्यं करवावहै श्रीरावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः।
शान्ति
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 शान्ति शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं
शशिवर्णं
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्ते। अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्त्वा एकदन्तमुपास्महे।
सुमुखश्चैकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः What happened? लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो गणाधिपः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः कालचक्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णः हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः षोडशैतानि नामानि यः पठेत् शृणुयादपि विद्यारम्भे विवाहे च प्रवेशे निर्गमे तथा संग्रामे सर्वकार्येषु विघ्नस्य न जायते वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा अपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्. Let us do this one more time. गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्. श्रीहेरम्बगणपतये नमः श्रीहेरम्बगणपतये नमः श्रीहेरम्बगणपतये नमः दीनार्थवाचकः हेश्च रम्भः पार्थवाचकः हेरम्बं प्रणमाम्य गणञ्जयाय नमः गणपतये नमः हरणीधराय नमः महागणपतये नमः लक्ष्यप्रदाय नमः प्रप्रसादनाय नमः अमोघसिद्धाय
नमः
अमिताय नमः मन्त्राय नमः चिन्तामणये
नमः
धये नमः सुमङ्गलाय नमः बीजाय नमः आशापूरकाय नमः वरदाय नमः शिवाय नमः काश्यपाय नमः नन्दनाय नमः वायुपुत्राय नमः विनायकाय नमः। जय बोलो श्री महागणपति स्वामी की जय। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा
गुरुर्विष्णु
गुरुर्देवो
गुरुर्देवो
महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात्
परब्रह्म तस्मै
परब्रह्म
गुरवे नमः।
त्वमेव माता च पिता
त्वमेव त्वमेव
त्वमेव
सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या प्रवीणं त्वमेव
त्वमेव
सर्वं मम देवदेव।
only you. वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं
मानसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभां तत्कर्यं त्रैपुरं नः।
ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं
स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे।
सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय
चिदानन्दरूपाय
विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन
चराचरं
तत्पदं दर्शितं
दर्शितं येन
तस्मै गुरवे
नमः।
नारायणसमारम्भां
समारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
व्यासशङ्करमध्यमम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्
गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विशजे
विशजे भवरोगिणां
हये
निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं
आलयं
नमामि
नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्
पूजन्तं
रामायणेति
सुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविते वन्दे कोकिलं व्यासं
कृष्णनप्तारं पौत्रमकल्मषं परात्मजं
वन्दे व्यासाय
विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये
वासिष्ठाय
नमो नमः।
We will do this little. कराग्रे वसते
वसते लक्ष्मी
करमध्ये
करमध्ये सरस्वती मूले स्थिते गौरी प्रदाते करदर्शनम्
कराग्रे वसते
नमस्ते लक्ष्मी
करमध्ये
करमध्ये सरस्वती
करमूले
नमस्ते गोविन्दः प्रभाते करदर्शनम्
समुद्रवसते
देवी पर्वतस्तनमण्डले
विष्णुपत्नी
विष्णुपत्नी
नमस्तुभ्यं
नमस्तुभ्यं
पादस्पर्शं क्षमस्व मे ब्रह्ममुरारे
त्रिपुरान्तकश्च
सुलोभोतश्च
पुरुषराहुकेतवः
जन्तु सर्वे मम सुप्रभातम् ॐ इन्द्रादि
देवताभ्यो नमः।
गंगे च यमुने
मे कृष्णे गोदावरी
सरस्वती
सरस्वती
नर्मदे
नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी
जलेऽस्मिन्
जलेऽस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु।
गंगा गंगेति यो ब्रूयात् यो
योजनानां सतैरपि मुच्यते
सर्वपापेभ्यो
सर्वपापेभ्यो
विष्णुलोकं
विष्णुलोकं च गच्छति।
अपवित्रः पवित्रो वा
सर्वस्ताङ्गतोऽपि वा
स्मरे
पुण्डरीकाक्षं सभायात्मरः शुचिः। पुण्डरीकाक्ष पुण्डरीकाक्षाय नमः।
one more time. अपवित्रः
पवित्रो वा सर्वसान्ति वा यस्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सभायान्तरशुचिः। पुण्डरीकाक्ष 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 नमः।
कुङ्कुमं
शोभनं दिव्यं सर्वदा मङ्गलप्रदं धारयेनास्य सुवदं जयन्तीरस्तुतरामम्
श्रीकरं च पवित्रं च
योगनिवारणं
लोके वशीकरणं
पुंसां वसुत्रैलोक्यपावनं
दीपं ज्योतिर्ब्रह्म
सर्वते सर्वं सन्ध्यादीपं नमोऽस्तु ते।
शुभं करोतु
कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदं शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशं च दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दन
दीपो
दीपं
दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु
ज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते।
सर्वचैतन्यरूपां
रूपां ताम् आद्यां विद्यां च धीमहि बुद्धिर्ज्ञानप्रचोदयात्।
श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे
मनोरमे सहस्रनामं तत्तुल्यं
राम नाम वरानने रामाय
रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं
भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् कृष्णाय
वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
कृष्णाय यादवेन्द्राय
वेदाय ज्ञानमुद्राय योगिने नाथाय ऋक्मिणीशाय नमो वेदान्तवेदिने
ज्ञानशक्तिः
विरूपाक्षं श्रीमाधवाननं दारुणं पुरोगतं भावये कुकुतध्वजम्
अहं
काशीं
तत्रैव
निवसाम्यहम्
एवं ब्रुवाण सततं काशीवासफलं लभे कोणं
जनप्रख्यं
नीलाञ्जनेशेषाचार्यं
काण्डसम्भूतम्
पश्यामि शनैश्चरम् अनायासेन
मरणं विना नित्यं देहान्ते
तव सायुज्यं
आयुज्यं
देहि
देहि
मे
मे
पार्वतीपते
पार्वतीपते
अनायासेन मरणं
जीवितं
देहि
देहि कृपया शम्भो
त्वयि भक्ति
भक्तिं
अचञ्चलं रिपीट देहि मे कृपया
देहि
शम्भो त्वयि भक्तिं
त्वयि भक्तिं
चञ्चलं
अचञ्चलं
Why did it change?
No, I did not change. There's another verse. That's what I'm telling you. Namostu Ramaya
लक्ष्मणाय देवाय तस्य जनकात्मजाय
Rudrendrayamanile Namostu Chandraर्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः जयत्यति बलो
राम लक्ष्मणश्च
राजा जयति सुग्रीवो
रघुसेनाभिपालितः
दासोऽहं कोसलेन्द्रस्य रामस्यास्य
हनुमान् शत्रुसैन्यानां निहन्ता मरुतात्मजः सहस्रं ये युद्धे प्रतिबलं भवेत्
शिलाभिष्टप्रहरणः पादपैश्च सहस्रशः अर्थयित्वा पुरीं लङ्कामाद्य च मैथिलीं समृद्धार्थो
गमिष्यामि निशतां सर्वरक्षकाम्
Is this in the Valmiki Ramayana?
Yes, it is from the Valmiki Ramayana. No, the whole Sundarakanda consists of some 2000 and odd verses. I'm only asking you to learn these two. Sri Venkateswara Suprabhatam.
Say that every time.
We have to say it every time.
The word Shri
Everything. You have to say it. You have to say it.
What I mean?
First time you have to say it.
Only this.
You have to say it. Specifically, first time you have to say it.
Well,
You have to.
it's been like it's
Yes,
the 40th time.
You have to. Kausal. Sorry. ఒక్క నిమిషం బంగారు ప్లీజ్ 1 2 3 స్టార్ట్ నౌ కౌసల్యా సుప్రజారామ
पूर्वा सन्ध्या प्रवर्तते उत्तिष्ठ नरसार्दूल तिष्ठोत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द ध्वज उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्त त्रैलोक्यं मङ्गलं कुरु जगतं मधुकैकबाले वक्षो विहार विमनोहर दिव्यमूर्ते स्वामिनि चितजनप्रिय दानशीले श्रीवेङ्कटेश दयिते
तव सुप्रभातम् तव
प्रभातमरविन्दलोचने
अवतु प्रसन्नं
भजन्तमण्डले गिरिशेखरे कविनिताभिरचिते वृषशैलनाथदयिते
निधे
सतर्षयः समुपास्य संज्ञा आकाशसिंहकमलानि मनस्कराणि आदाय पादयुगसहितं प्रपन्नाः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम् पञ्चाननाजवशन्ति तवासवाख्याः त्रैविक्रमाचरितं निपुणाः स्तुवन्ति शेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम् शरशीरुहनालिकेन मनोहर पालिताः मन्दमनि सह दिव्यगन्धैः चाभिषेक विभो उन्मील्यनेत्रमपञ्चरष्टाः वसिष्ठकदलीफलपायसानि भुक्त्वा सलीलमपकेलिकुसहापकर्षन्ति शेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्
तन्त्री
न्ययन्तचरितं तव नारदोऽपि शेखर विभो तव सुप्रभातम्
वृन्दावणी च
मकरन्दरसानुहृत्यकारगीत्रिनिरतैस्तुदेवनाय
निर्यात्युपात्तसरसि
कमलोदरेभ्यः
शेषाद्रिशेखर
विभो तव सुप्रभातम्
गणेन
योषाग्निविमध्यमाने गोशालयेष्युधरिमं घनतीव्रघोषः रोषाविरचते उपश्चकुम्भाः शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो प्रभातम्
पद्मे हर्तुं
श्रियं कुवलयः श्रीयङ्कुवलयस्याङ्गालकृष्णान्
शेषाद्रिशेखर विभो
तव सुप्रभातम् अभीष्टवरदाखिल लोकबन्धो श्रीनिवास जगदेह गदयैकसिन्धो
श्रीदेवता गृहभुजान्तरदिव्यमूर्ते
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्
श्रीस्वामी पुष्करिणीकाप्लवनिर्मला
श्रेयाटिनारविरिञ्चनन्दनाध्या
द्वारे वसन्ति वदनेवागौतमाङ्गाः
श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्
श्रीशेषशैलगरुडाचल
नारायणादिवृषभादिवृषारिण्या आख्यावसते निशन्नहन्ति श्रीवेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम्
सेवा परा
शिवसुरेश प्रशान्त धर्म धनाधिनाथा वन्दाञ्जलि प्रबलि शीर्षेच्छाः लपते तव सुप्रभातम् गराज मृगाधिराजा राजराजहयाधिराजा विश्वाधिकार महिमादिकमर्थयन्ते लपते तव सुप्रभातम् भानुकेतुदिविशत् परिषत् दाश चरमादिधाश भाषा सुप्रभातम् स्वर्गापवर्गनिरपेक्ष निजान्तरङ्गा
सुप्रभातम्
शिखराणि निरीक्षमाणा पदवीं परमं मनुष्य भुवने मतिमाश्रयन्ते च लपते तव सुप्रभातम् कदयाति गुणामृताब्धे देव जगदेकशरण्यमुहूर्ते गरुडादिविरचितान्ते लपते सुप्रभातम् पद्मनाभपुरुषोत्तम वासुदेव वैकुण्ठमाधव जनार्दन चक्रपाणि वेङ्कटाचलपते नव सुप्रभातम् दर्पहर सुन्दर दिव्यमूर्ते आन्दाकुटाम्बुरुह कुक्मललोल दृष्टे निर्मल गुणाकर दिव्य कीर्ते वेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम् विश्वतपोधन रामचन्द्र वेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम् नीलमङ्गलनसार सुगन्धितीर्थम् गतेषु पूर्णम् वैदिकशिखामणयः प्रतिष्ठ तिष्ठन्ति वेङ्कटपते तव सुप्रभातम् विकचानि सरोरुहानि श्रयन्ति विनयैककुतो विहङ्गाः वैष्णवास्तुतमर्पितमङ्गलास्ते मामाश्रयन्ति
सुप्रभातम्
ब्रह्मादयः सुरवरः समहर्षयस्ते
मुखातस्तवः
कामान्तिके तव
वेङ्कटाचलपते तव सुप्रभातम् लक्ष्मीनिवासिनिरवध्य गुणैः सिन्धो संसारसागरसुमग्नगण्डसेतो वेदान्तवेदैर्निजवैर्भक्तदोग्या
Venkatachalapate.
नवसुप्रभातम्
Now repeat. Itham
इत्थं
Vrushabhasura
वृषाचलपते
Vrushabhasurapateः
वृषाचलपतेः
Vrushabhasura सुप्रभातम्
इह सुप्रभातम्
Vrushabhasurapateः and plus iha becomes Vrushabhasurapateriha. Okay. Vithal, listen please. Itham Vrushabhasurapateः Itham
इत्थं
Vrushabhasurapateः
वृषाचलपतेरिह
इह सुप्रभातम्.
इह सुप्रभातम्
Means that till now, whatever we said, this is all Vrushabhashalapati. Vrushabhashalapati, Narayanadripati, all these things are nothing but Venkateshwara only. Okay, we told you like Narayanadri, Vrushabhadri, Vrishadri, Seshadri, all are the same mountain that is called, right? So here we call Seshadri Sekara Vibho, Venkatachala Vibho like that Vrushabhashalapati here. And that is nothing but, and this is the, and Vrushabhasalapatehe plus iha becomes Vrushabhasalapate that is the sandhi. So one more time, long line. Itham Vrushabhasalapate suprabhatam. Repeat. Itham Vrushabhasalapate suprabhatam.
इत्थं वृषाचलपते
Vrushabhasalapate
सुप्रभातम्
ये मानवाः
ये
ये
मानवा
प्रतिदिनं
प्रतिदिनं
पठितुं
पठितुं
प्रवृत्ताः विठल repeat after.
प्रवृत्ता
ये मानवाः
ये मानवा
प्रतिदिनं
प्रतिदिनं
पठितुं
पठितुं
प्रवृत्ताः
प्रवृत्ता
तेषां
तेषां
प्रभातसमये
प्रभातसमये
श्रुतिरङ्गभाजाम्
भाजां
प्रज्ञां
प्रज्ञां
परार्थ
परार्थ
सुलभाम्
सुलभां
परमां
परमां
प्रसूते
प्रसूते
इत्थं वृषाचलपतेरिह सुप्रभातम्
इत्थं वृषाचलपते
वृषाचलपतेरिह
सुप्रभातम्
ये मानवाः प्रतिदिनं पठितुं प्रवृत्ताः
ये
मानवाः
प्रतिदिनं पठितुं प्रवृत्ताः
तेषां प्रभातसमये स्मृतिरङ्गभाजा
तेषां प्रभातसमये स्मृतितं प्रभाजाम्
प्रज्ञां परार्थसुलभां परमां प्रसूते प्रज्ञां परमां प्रसूते. So this is the Suprabhatam of Venkateswara Swami, and whoever like every day, whoever says it in the early morning, they will all get all their things. Their intelligence will increase, and everything comes to them easily like that. You know, I will say that one. Listen to it. Itham Vrushabhasalapateriha suprabhatam ye manavaः प्रतिदिनं पठितुं प्रवृत्ताः तेषां प्रभातसमये स्मृतिरङ्गभाजाम् प्रज्ञां परार्थसुलभां परमां प्रसूते. We completed Venkateswara Swami Suprabhatam. Claps, everyone. Come on. Inga, you can get off the mudra. And clap. So we are going to talk about, yesterday we completed whatever I know of Sage Chavana, and we will come to know more about him as we come. And today we are going to start about Sage Agastya. Okay. So what happened in the beginning of Kruta Yuga, in one of the kalpas, okay, whichever kalpa, the beginning of the Kruta Yuga, all the sages, they who knew the future, obviously sages, they live in present, past, future, everything, they know it. For them, everything happens at the same time. There is no, what do you say, effect of time on them. So they know what's going to happen and all. So sages, they knew the future of the worlds and they got scared. They looked at Kaliyuga and thought, oh my God, Kaliyuga is going to be horrible. Okay, and this they did namaskaram. They did namaskaram. Went to Brahma and they went to him and asked, "Oh Brahma, there are 4 yugas you made. After this Kruta Yuga, Kruta actually it is Kruta Yuga. It's like I'm putting it Krita Yuga. Let me just put Kruta Yuga.
Mark of this copy.
I have to put it in that translated English for in order to understand. So okay, that is also known as Satya Yuga. After that, Treta Yuga will come, and after Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga will come. And after that, Kali Yuga will come. So Kali Yuga is very scary. In Kruta Yuga, most of them will follow Dharma, live for long time. Long for, I mean, thousands and thousands of years of time. Like if you take Dasharatha, he lived in Treta Yuga, he lived for 60,000 years. Okay, Dasharatha lived for 60,000 years. So after that, so they said like, they can even go to heaven whenever they want. They can actually see the path to heaven. If they want to walk, they could walk to heaven. It was like that in Kruta Yuga and even in Treta Yuga for some time. Right. And even in Treta Yuga, Dharma will be there, but it will be only on 3 legs. One leg will be gone. I mean, one of the leg. We talked about how Satyam, Shaucham, these kind of violence, all these things are the legs of the Dharma. One thing will be gone slowly like that. And Kshatriya Dharma will get propagated more in the Treta Yuga actually. So, those who will not be respectful to ladies, cows, Vedas, they will come. They'll start coming in the Treta Yuga. In the Kruta Yuga, they won't be there. So, in the Treta Yuga, if you see Mlecha, say that? Mlecha means one who do not follow or agree with the Vedas. That sect will start from then itself. If you see,
Like 6 billion people.
I don't know how many people. What I mean to say is how many people are not, but people who do not believe in Vedas will start coming from Treta Yuga itself. Actually, Rama, they were under the rule of Mlechas, they were under the rule of Rama also for some time. Okay, then they went away. Whoever went away, they were called Mlechas. So those who will not respect, okay, so some can go to heaven and some cannot when it comes to the, here, this is what the conversation happening, the sages are going and they are conveying this to our Brahma. And in Dwapara Yuga, Dharma will be on only 2 legs and only very few can see God at that time. So in Kali Yuga, God cannot be seen directly at all. So whatever a human sees with his vision, that will be destroyed. So God will be seen only in dreams or in any other form like that. Directly, Paramatma will not come and say, okay, this is my form. Okay, I have to replace all the gods with Paramatma anyway. So whatever a human sees with his,
Yeah.
something happened.
You pressed back.
I did not, Nana. Okay.
So you pressed the arrow there?
Okay.
Did you?
Okay. So, and whatever happens is in Kali Yuga, people will become lazy. They don't like to work hard, and their intelligence will be very less. And even that intelligence, with that also, they will think that they are very intelligent.
The average human
The,
IQ is 80.
Yeah. And so they have less lifespan and they get weird diseases and they will not be very happy at all. So we need someone, a great sage and sadhaka. That means constantly he's practicing. He might be a great sage and he might have achieved Paramatma, but he should show it while practicing also. You know, there will be, if somebody is practicing and showing it to you, then it will be easy for you to also follow, right? Like that. So who will uplift them and help them through these difficult situations? Like that, all the sages went and asked Brahma. And at that time, Brahma said, with my amsha and my Veda Shakti and my Kala, with my quality, a great souled one will be born on earth. He will come. He will worship Kashi Vishweshwara. He will be the greatest devotee of Kashi Vishweshwara. And he will give 6 months shelter to Lord Venkateswara. Venkateswara Paramatma, Venkateswara Swami. Once Venkateswara Swami gets married, after that he will give 6 months shelter to him also. And he will roam over all over the earth. And he can go to Devaloka, Patala Loka, wherever he wants to go, he can just go. And he will become a star in the night and bless all people. When the Kartika Masam comes, like after Shravana Masam, and during this time, you can see Agastya star shining brightly in the sky.
Nobody will know which one
We
it
do
is.
not know what that is, but that is the tapashakti of the. He will be in the night. He will be shining. Shh. No, no. For that you have to approach proper gurus and all. And he will be a great ascetic, and I am going to give that great souled one for the welfare of the world. So my amsha only is going to come. For now, you all go and wait for his arrival. When the time is right, he will come. Very soon, in this Kruta Yuga only, an excellent. He will come in this Kruta Yuga only, but he will be living for all the time like that. And so all gods left, so all sages, they okay, sages, right? So I have to replace all those things. When there is a great souled one, when is it going to be? When is he going to born like that? So time flew by, and as the gods were waiting, and the sages were also waiting for that Brahma Swarupa to be born, let us see what happened. Once upon a time, here there are different concepts which we have to understand properly. Okay. The Rakshasas, Taraka and others, they were torturing gods. There was a Rakshasa called Tarakasura. I told you for the purpose of killing him, yes, Akshit.
పని ఆంటీ ధర్మకి 4 కాలువలు ఉంటాయి కదా
4
అవి
పాదాలు
మళ్ళీ చెప్పరా
చెప్తాను I will talk about it, but yes, I will tell you. So the Rakshasas, Taraka and others, they were torturing gods, and the Mahendra, he called Agni, Vayu, and he said, you both go and kill those Rakshasas. And Agni and Vayu, they're very good friends. They started killing those Rakshasas, and they destroyed many of them. But some of the Rakshasas went and hid in the ocean waters. They thought, we are not seeing those Rakshasas on earth. They are not even coming to the heaven or torturing God. So the Rakshasas problem is gone now, because now nobody is coming and torturing us. So they got relaxed. They just relaxed. And after some time, Vithala, what are you doing, Nana? Please, that's okay. I will take care of that later.
How does one person
Let's put this up. Don't worry. So they relaxed. They did not carry out the order of Indra completely, did they? They did not. He said, both go and kill all the Rakshasas, but they did not do, because they were not bothering them anymore. So after some time, these Rakshasas that hid in the water, they again came up. Okay, what is happening? Karna? That's okay. And they started torturing beings in the night. It's like Nivata Kavachas. Do you remember? That's the purpose. Okay. Do you remember Nivata Kavachas and those things? So they killed sages, humans in the night, and went and hid in the sea before sunrise. Do you remember those names? Nivata Kavachas and Kalakeyas? Right? Yeah. Yeah. And now the Rakshasas who were very strong in the night. Generally, Rakshasas, whoever is strong in the night time, they are known as, they generally, we call them as Nisacharas. That means who roam around in the night, who are very active in the night, they are called Rakshasas. And no one could stop them in the night, the Rakshasas. So the Rakshasas, they created havoc nearly for 12,000 years that way. And they killed so many good people, sages, yogis, innocent individuals, and tortured even the devatas, like that. So the catastrophe was in such a way that when one night passes, at least one forest would be wiped out completely. Okay, devoid, no animal at all in the forest, or nothing. And it was a great troublesome situation for the worlds, and nobody knew what to do at that time. And they were like, what is it that we should do? And Devendra called Agni and Vayu again. He said, he got angry with them. You have been interested with the task of eliminating those Rakshasas, and you did not carry out your task completely. So when the Rakshasas ran away and hid, you neglected them. You should have chased, you should have hunted for them and killed them. If enemies escape, we should not relax thinking that they ran away. Somehow you should find them and kill them. So now, again, go and burn them into ashes. And the same applies to even now also, guys. So when those kind of torturing forces, when they are hiding it somewhere, we have to go behind them and try to kill them. Otherwise, they will come back and kill us. That's the reason why. And Agni and Vayu asked, how are we going to find them if they are hiding in the sea? Then Indra said, you do not know how to find Rakshasas who hid in the sea? Dry the waters of the sea, then you can see and kill them. So now you are seeing, now at that time we talked about Indra. Now Agni and Vayu laughed and said, there are maybe 1,000 Rakshasas. To kill them, if we dry the waters in the seas, and crores of beings will lose their life. Right? There will be so many aquatic creatures. There will be fish, whales, crocodiles, sharks, so many plants and trees also that live in the ocean. So the creatures in the ocean are more in number than the creatures in earth. Look, in the Puranas itself it's told, the creatures, aquatic creatures are more in number than the creatures on earth. So how can we incur sin? By killing those innocent aquatic beings to kill Rakshasas. If you tell us any other way that we can eliminate Rakshasas, we will follow that path. So actions, we have to take it, we have to think here, like whatever actions we take, what are the consequences that we are going to get? What are the ramification consequences like that? Hence, before undertaking any task, we have to think. That is something you have to learn here. And Agni and Vayu are also thinking in the same way. And Indra, due to pride, he has pride, he has authority, he spoke harshly. Don't you think I know what I am saying? I am asking you to dry the ocean. Don't you think if it is a good deed or bad deed, are you trying to find fault with my instructions because he's the king of them? He got a little pride. So he gave them both a curse. You both will be born in the mortal world as humans. Like
Vayu and air.
ah. And then the Agni and Vayu said, how can we take birth in the form of humans? Okay, how can we became devatas now. Okay, who will be able to bear our radiance? You said, okay, we have to go, so it will happen. But who will be able to even bear our radiance? Because with our tapashakti, our radiance has become so hot that nobody can actually take us. Then Indra said, you will be born from objects that do not have consciousness. That means not like people or not like trees or anything that have chaitanya. Okay, that like without chaitanya, from those kind of objects, you will be born. Like that, Indra cursed them. And Agni and Vayu, they are going to be born on earth. It does not mean they completely leave the Swarga. Keep this in mind. Every time we talk like, Vishnu came in the form of Rama, Krishna onto the earth and all. But you should always remember this, even though Paramatma takes a form and roams around on the earth, okay, in one form, we have to remember that there will be a Moola Amsha. Say that? Moola Amsha. That means the resource one, which will be there in the Vaikuntha all the time, which will be there in the Kailasa all the time, like that. Even though they are going around here in this form, they will be there in that form also. So Agni and Vayu will also, they will, whatever the mistake, the defying mistake they did, that part of them comes down, and that part will go through all these kind of consequences, whatever the curse. And the other part will be there only. Are you understanding what I am trying to tell? Are you understanding the concept?
This is the only confusing thing that you ever said.
What? You did not understand? Okay. Suppose they are not form, they are just radiances. Okay. One part of the radiance, it did not listen to Indra. Indra said you will be born as humans. So the entire radiance, if it goes, nobody can take it. Okay, so that radiance will be here only, and one form of it will come. One form from that bright radiance, a little bit will come onto the earth, and it will take form.
It's basically just taking the shortest thing and just throwing it.
It's like you take a what do you say, a pitcher of water. Okay, you take a small glass out of it and take. That's it. That pitcher will be there. The water will fill up. Only a little bit will not be there.
That's the thing like taking a short out of something and then throwing it.
Not throwing it. That form will come, and again it will come back and join.
I never said to where.
It is how we also came onto the earth. We are all in Paramatma only. We also came small beings like this. And then we are thinking that we are different beings. And then again, once we think we are also Paramatma, we will go and get mixed with him the same way. Now, do you understand?
Yeah.
All of you are understanding? Give me a thumbs up or something, guys. Vithala, wait. Are you understanding? All of you? Any confusion? Okay. So their primary source will be in heaven, like for Agni and Vayu, Indra, these kind of devatas. The primary source will be in the heaven. Whereas the whatever thing that they got the curse with, it will come as a small amsha, small consciousness. One part of their consciousness, it comes to the earth to experience the curse. Always remember this. Even the salagramas also come that way only. Okay, we were talking about that also. Yeah, come. Now there was a sage called Dharma. Okay, he is none other than a form of Vishnu Paramatma. Okay, he had two sons. Okay, Nara, Narayana. They are also Vishnu's forms only. Half form is Nara and half form is, if you remember the Karna story we talked about, how Krishna made himself into two forms. One became Nara and one became Narayana, and they both fought with the Sahasra Kavacha each time like that. So alternately, Vithala, come here. Now, Indra got, once what happened, this Nara and Narayana, they always do their tapas at the Badarika, near Gandhamadana mountain. Badarika Ashrama will be there. They will be actually, now also they will be there in an invisible form. Okay, they will be always doing their tapas there. They are like tapas forms. They constantly keep on doing tapas for the welfare of the worlds. Okay, that forms, what do they do? Nara, Narayana, generally they will be doing tapas. For that purpose, that those incarnations are there. Understanding? Any confusion?
Yes.
Ah.
I am.
So to disturb, so Indra obviously sometimes he gets jealous, or in order to make something good happen, he will perform he will do something. Okay, so he wanted to disturb the ascetics they were doing, and Indra sent Vasanta, say Vasanta, spring, and Manmatha. Manmatha is none other than the son of Vishnu and Lakshmi. I told you, the Kama, desire. Okay, Manmatha, along with Apsarasas. Apsarasas are, remember one thing, Apsarasas, if you look at like divine celestial ladies, they are looking very, very beautiful, right? Actually, Apsara's body is composed of 90% of it is like Rasaswabhava, liquid form, liquid. They are those beings which can only be experienced. Okay, they can be only experienced. That kind of, sometimes you experience things that's known as, like when you eat nice sambar, let us say, you feel nice, liquidy, juicy stuff in your stomach, and it feels nice, right? When you eat something juicy, it feels good in the tummy. When you eat something dry, it will not feel nice. So apsarasas are like that. What do you say? That kind of creatures which make us experience happiness. These kind of good feelings. There will be several different ranges of good feelings. So all those will be coming with apsarasas. So whenever you say apsarasas, you should not think of divine ladies dancing like this, because they actually give us some kind of good experience. That is what makes them apsarasas. And of course, they are very good at singing and all. Obviously, when you sing and dance, you feel better, right? Suddenly, the pheromone, no, the hormones in you, the happy hormones in you, they will become better. Okay, you will feel better when you sing and dance. Trust me, when you get into more singing and dancing, you will feel that happiness like that. So that is the feeling. Remember, these apsarasas will come in the Surya everywhere. So I am trying to emphasize more on that for that purpose. They tried very much to distract Nara and Narayana. Please sit, Vithal. And they started suddenly, Vasanta meaning spring. Always when Cupid, Manmatha, comes, he comes with Vasanta, with spring. And everything becomes green, flowers, everything makes you distract. Nature around you becomes so beautiful. And you are experiencing that beauty. That is Apsarasas. Like with the, and Apsarasas were dancing, but nothing worked. Yeah.
You said Cupid right just now.
Cupid is another name, like for Manmatha, like that. But don't compare it with this kind of Cupid. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean don't compare it?
Don't compare it, because in other what do you say, traditions, or in other cultures, they look at it in different way. But for us, it is desire. Desire takes a form that is known as Manmatha.
The most known is makes people fall in love with each other.
Yeah, it's like
Is that
Manmatha.
close enough?
Yes.
So therefore, that you can also use arrows, because
Yeah,
arrows
he has, Manmatha has 5 arrows which he got from Lalita Devi.
arrows is just
He uses
a
flower
rip-off
arrows.
Cupid.
He uses flower arrows.
Okay, arrows is like a rip-off
And
Cupid.
each arrow is different, and they are all, that's a lot of big concept, because Manmatha got these arrows from Lalita Devi. Okay, he got those arrows from Lalita Devi, and he uses, and his what do you say, his arrow is made of sugar cane. His arrow is made of sugar cane, and it is the most sorry, his bow is made of sugar cane. It is the most powerful bow, and his arrows are flower arrows. 5 different kind of flowers are there. I will find out and tell you. Each flower causes us to distract like anything away from the purpose of achieving Paramatma. Okay, and at the same time, that's what this Kama is like. You can use it to achieve Paramatma, you can use it to distract from Paramatma. That is why it is there in 4 Purusharthas. We talked about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, right? Do you guys remember 4 Purusharthas? That every one of us has to achieve that. So Kama is there also. And at the same time, we talked about 6 enemies. Do you remember? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. So Kama is there in that also. So it's very tricky one. We need to be very, very aware of what is happening around. So the Apsarasas were dancing, but nothing worked. That's why I'm not telling you up and up story. I'm trying to make you understand the concept behind it. Okay, please, if you don't understand, ask me. And Nara and Narayana noticed them, and they thought they are Paramatma, Vishnu Paramatma himself. So they wanted to teach a lesson to them, all of them. Narayana Rishi thought these Apsarasas think that they are so beautiful and great dancers, and we are the one who actually, for the reason of their creation. But they forgot that all these Manmadha or Vasanta or Apsarasas or Indra, they all came from that Paramatma only, and they forgot that, and they thought that they can distract Paramatma. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Yeah. And now, then he knew what did Narayana did, he tapped his one thigh like this he did. Tapped it, and then one more tap on the right thigh, in his left thigh and right thigh like that, and immediately as he tapped from that thing, from his sounds, from the thigh of Narayana, one extraordinary, beautiful looking damsel came out of here. She is known as Urvasi.
Rani auntie,
Ah,
what's a damsel?
damsel is Apsarasa, a beautiful lady. Okay, lady means you cannot. Lady means not a human lady, obviously not a human lady. She came from the thais. Thais mean Uru. Say that Uru of Narayana. So she is called Urvashi. Okay. And sage Narayana told the Apsarasas that now they looked at her. These all Apsarasas, they were not even coming to the beauty of her, what do you say, toenail or like that. She was extremely beautiful. And it is said that Indra tests, okay, well, so, and they looked at that beautiful damsel, and that Apsarasa, you cannot say them her Apsarasa because she is not born from the Kshira Sagara like Apsarasas were born. She came from the Narayana's thighs, so she is known as Urvashi. So here we have to understand one thing. How come Indra always does this kind of things? Means in order to make sure they got the control of their senses and all. But for Nara and Narayana, it does not apply. But the test will be jealousy when he tries to test the god himself, right? Then that is why, as he is testing Nara and Narayana himself, that shows that he is jealous like that. We can take it that way. And now, how is the birth of Agastya happening? Now, Agni and Vayu got cursed. Do you remember that? By Indra, because of pride. And Brahma told that his amsa will be born, okay, on the earth in order to protect people in the Kaliyuga. Remember that part also. And now, this Indra came and distracted Vishnu and Nara and Narayana, and from whose Urvashi is born. Now, Urvashi is born, Urvashi should do something, right? Then she asked Narayana, what should I do? Then she said, go to Brahma and he will tell you what to do as he says. Then so she went there and she was doing whatever they asked. She is like, she will fulfill whatever the wishes they have, like that. So Lord Surya, another name for him is Mitra. Okay, Surya Paramatma. He looked at the beautiful damsel Urvasi and he wanted like, oh my God, she's looking so beautiful. I want her to be my wife, like that. And at the same time, when the Varuna also saw her. Varuna is waters. Okay, he is of water on the way. And he also got attracted to her. And Urvashi told Varuna, okay, I actually Surya Bhagavan, he told me he wanted to be he wanted me to be his wife. I am devoted to Surya Bhagavan. Then Varuna said, all right, I'm sorry, I'll never ask you again, but I really like you. Just remember me in your heart, like that he said, because he was so much attracted to her. And she agreed and went. And again, they are all radiances only. Do not think of them. When they take a form, they will take a form and do something and then they will go out. And they are all bright radiances. Remember them like that. It's very, very important.
I don't think most people are going to mention them. I don't think anybody's going to mention like 20 balls of like
It is. No, it is like that only. If you see the
nobody is going to
say,
mention a bunch of balls of fire.
remember, you have to, because that is how they will look to us.
Yes.
Okay, they don't have forms. They only take forms when only if needed, like that. You have to remember that. And then she agreed and went away. And Lord Surya, the Surya Bhagavan, he came to know about this. Okay. And Varuna also told her to remember like that. And then she said, it's not right. Okay. You are being my wife and keeping Varuna in heart. You cannot do like that. So that is not fine. You know what? You go to earth only. In earth only these kind of improper things happen. Whereas in other worlds, other lokas that we have, these kind of things cannot happen. So urdhva lokas, above the earth, the lokas above the earth are known as urdhva, up lokas, bhuvar loka, suvar loka, mahaloka, goloka, tapoloka, janaloka, satyaloka that we talked about. They do not have all these kind of rules. But in earth, people go, they do not follow rules and they try to do all this kind of stupid stuff. So you go to earth like that. Surya cursed Urvashi.
Most places have rules there.
No, yeah. But that's true. But there will be places where people do not follow rules also. That like that. Now, Urvashi, she came onto the earth as wife of Emperor Pururava. Okay. This Pururava, you will come across, this is a long, big stories if I keep on telling. Like there are long stories to them, which I will explain. But this Emperor Pururava, he is born in Chandra Vamsha. I told you how two dynasties primarily came, Surya Vamsha and Chandra Vamsha, right? Okay, from Surya, how the descendants came onto the earth and ruled the kingdom on the earth, and how from moon. Moon's son is Buddha. Okay, how he came and all, that is also a big story. And Buddha, he got married to an Ikshwaku king. He visited a place where
Isn't Buddha the
is a
one?
Navagraha, is one of the Navagraha.
Can I finish?
Yes.
Isn't Buddha the one that was like sheltered away from the world, and then then eventually you found like people dying in diseases? You said that a while ago.
That is Buddha. That's a different.
Buddha.
Buddha is where Buddha is where.
Barely anybody can tell the difference.
I am telling you, you have to know the difference. Okay, so you have to know. So this Buddha, he got married to somebody, to a Surya Vamsha king who became a lady because he visited a place where Parvati and Shiva, I told you, right, how Parvati and Shiva, they made a garden or a small kind of forest, which is a beautiful forest, only for them to roam around. Do you remember that part when I told you? Okay, if anyone enters into that place, they will turn into ladies. They will become ladies. So what happened? This Ikshwaku king, he did not know that he was entering into that kind of forest, and without knowing, he entered, and all of him and his army, everybody turned into ladies. Everybody turned into ladies. And he did not know what to do. He was sitting there, and several other things happened, and Buddha came to that place. He was doing some, bless you. And he was doing some ascesis, and then both of them, they got a kid, and that kid is Pururava. Okay, and then this curse and all, it works in various miraculous ways, which we will know later. And this Pururava,
It's miraculous.
and Urvashi became the wife of Pururava because of the curse she got from Surya. So she had to take a human form, and she came down there, and she was with him for some time. And I told you how Varuna got the desire, right? And imagine Varuna as the light. That desire, he kept it away. He said, okay, I am not going to ask you anymore. But that desire is there, right? That will form like a black spot in them. Are you understanding? The radiance is bright, white, light. Okay. And that particular thing that they felt for her, a feeling. Devatas are not supposed to have these kind of feelings. So when they have it, it comes as a mark on them. And that mark, they took it away and they put it in a pitcher. Kalasha, like this. And then Surya also, he cursed her, and so he also doesn't want to be with her, and he also took that part and he kept there. So two things, that means that caring, the feeling of caring for somebody, they came into this. And if you remember, we all remember that Agni and Vayu also got cursed by Indra, and their forms also have to come onto earth. And Indra told them that, how can anybody keep our radiance? Then Indra told them what? You will be born out of a inanimate object. Like no consciousness will not be active or will be dormant in that object, like that, from that. So their amshas were also kept in there. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Agni, Vayu, Surya and Varuna. Excellent. So all those amshas got in that. And keeping the radiance, which is the form of the desire, and Mitra and Varuna, they got purified. Okay, remember that Surya and Varuna, by keeping their desire, that thing out of them, they took that black mark that came because of the desire out of them, so they became pure again. So it doesn't. So this is not possible in normal humans, guys. It's a very important concept. Are you understanding the concept?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, sages and gods, they have the power to actually remove their bad thoughts and deeds out of them and get purified in the world. Only they have the power. If we can also get that power, then we will also become sages and devatas like that.
We have to be sages to do that.
No, you can become a sage in order to, by practicing. You can do that. Okay, in this world.
I thought that one would have to become a sage first to do that.
Yeah, but you need to practice that in order to become a sage. So in this world, even a knowledgeable one might get impurities being in company of others. Okay, like if you are in company of bad people, you will get bad thoughts, right? One way or the other, one time or the other, people get. So like eating what we should not eat, seeing like what happened to Madhava. Remember how he had to eat pig meat and how he had to drink alcohol and all. Seeing and listening what we should not see and listen.
If they eat bark,
Yeah, that's the thing. Seeing
barks or trees.
that's fine. Seeing and listening that we should not see and listen. But whatever that is told in Vedas, we should do. Whatever that is not told in Vedas and whatever that is said in Vedas not to do, we are not supposed to do. But sages, gods, and knowledgeable ones, they can get purified by getting those impurities out immediately. So now you remember this. They got the impurity out. But what came out of the impurity for them? But they left the caring attitude here. They left the negligence or defying attitude here. Okay? Or what do you say? Caring for the creatures. They all Agni, Vayu, they cared for the creatures. They thought that aquatic beings are also important, like that they thought. So now that from that Kalasha, Agastya and Vasistha, two sages were born. Vasistha was born before also. Okay, Vasistha was born before also, but he got cursed by a king called Nimi. Say that? Nimi. I can't hear even one.
Nimi.
Nimi. So why? Because they were both cursing each other. Maybe that story is also there. Yeah, it is also there. We will tell. So Agastya and Vasistha, they came out of this. Those two whatever the radiances that were kept in that Kumbha meaning in that pitcher or pot. Okay, they got mixed like that. And even though Urvashi is nowhere related to them, but she is the reason for all this to happen. Did anybody touch Urvashi or did anybody do anything? Nothing at all, right? Nothing happened. Only radiances came. But out of that, they are born. Agastya and Vasistha, they came out of them. And they are known as Urvaseyulu. Say that? Urvaseyulu or Mitra Varunulu. Mitra Varunulu. Okay, they became like Urvaseyulu meaning children of Urvashi or children of Mitra and Varuna, like that. They just got the meaning.
God means mountain.
Now, the literal meaning, what does Agastya mean? So, Agastya is born now.
Means mountain.
So, whenever you come across Kumbha Sambhava, say that?
Kumbha Sambhava.
Kumbha Sambhava.
Kumbha Sambhava.
Kumbha meaning this kalasham. Look at this kalasham. Kumbham. It's also known as Purna Kumbham. If you fill it with water and you put a coconut on it, it becomes Purna Kumbham. Okay, and it is the best way of inviting somebody, great ones. And that is Vasistha. And Vasistha was very fair, and Agastya is very, dark in complexion, that kind of. And he very short. If you remember how we talked about in Atma Rama story.
That's how I imagined Pogo. We don't want me imagining him like a Snow White, a dwarf, do we?
No, not like that. And as Aga actually means mountain. Naga, or say it means mountain in English. And as Agastya stopped the movement of the mountain called Vindhya, hence he got the name Agastya. And philosophical, deeper meaning. For everything, there is a superficial meaning and there will be a deeper meaning also. Meaning, in this creation, our life itself is the biggest mountain that we cannot cross or trek and realize the truth.
It's called death.
And so even Dhruva said that. Dhruva is a small boy. I mean, who knows how many births he took before, we do not know. But he was a 5.5-year-old boy. And he said that I can cross any number of oceans and any number of mountains, but it is extremely difficult to cross the mountain of samsara, the life and death cycle. So Agastya has the control of his senses. He has the. Hence, why do we have to know about the sages? Because we have to learn to control our senses like them. How sage Shavana, he never used his tapas for his own purpose. He was never selfish. He only used it for others. Every time he used it. And he has the power to do so many things. And he even changed Brahma's vision a little bit like that. Now, how come sage Vasishta was born again? Let us come to this story. So for Agastya, this is the first birth, whereas to Vasishta, I told you this is the second birth. Long ago, there was an emperor called Nimi in Ikshvaku dynasty. Ikshvaku means Surya Vamsham. Surya Vamsham in the first one is like however Vaivaswata is there, and after him Ikshvaku came. Okay, Ikshvaku, he was asked to be the family Purohita, right? He was the guru of the Vamsha, Surya Vamsha. And what is that sound? You are distracting me. And he was asked to, and Vasishta said, Vasishta to perform, he asked Vasishta, can you please perform one yajna for me like that? Vasishta said, oh, of course I will do, but now I am actually performing one yajna for Indra there in Swargaloka. After that is done, I will do for you. And Nimi said, you are our family Purohita, your first duty. Vasishta, immediately as he was born, okay, he wanted to be the priest or family Purohita or guru for the Surya Vamsha because he knew that Rama is going to be born in that Vamsha. And he wanted to coronate Rama with his own hands. For that purpose, he served as family Purohita for the entire clan from the beginning. For God knows how many yugas, how many yugas he lived like that. And now Vasishta said, I agreed to perform. He said, leaving our yajnas, you are our family Purohita, right? So you have to perform our yajnas first. And why are you performing Indra's yajnas without, first, this is your duty, right? Vasishta said, I agreed to perform his yajna first. So once that is done, I'll come here and do it. You please wait. Vasishta went to Indra to perform yajna, but Nimi did not want to wait. This Nimi is also very powerful king.
Who's this?
Yes, different sages.
Yeah, let's see.
I do not know. They are just pictures that I found and I kept, and that's it.
Okay.
Now, Nimi did not wait for Vasishta. Keeping others as Purohitas, he performed the yajna. But by the time Indra's yaga was finished, Vasishta came back and this yajna was also completed. And sage Vasishta became angry. One should not become angry. The sages, should they become angry? They should have control over their senses, right? But he said he became angry at that time. We also talked about how Vasishta became depressed at one time also. Do you guys remember how Kalahastishwara temple came, Amruteshwara Lingam, and he jumped off the cliff and how Bhudevi held him? Do you guys remember that part? In Venkateswara Mahatmyam, I am trying to make you join the dots, guys. You have to understand everything. So he said, you ruined your dharma, you called me, you ruined your duty. You called me, you told me to be the family priest. And without me, how can you perform yajna at once? You are going to die. That's it. Vasishta
And he died.
Immediately the king left the body. And we are not supposed to change our gurus and purohitas at home just the way we please actually. It is a great sin to do that. So he did. But before he left the body, Nimi also is a great, I'm telling you, he's a great king, he's a great emperor, as well as he's a great Vedic Pandit, and he also has a lot of tapashakti. Those days, people had a lot of tapashakti. So it happened in the Kruta Yuga itself, right? So he said, I always thought of you as the guru for this entire kulam, like that for our clan. And I always thought that Purohita who was sitting near Yajna as you, whoever was sitting in that place, I thought that sage Vasishta himself is sitting in that form. And I wanted to give you dakshina also. Once you come from that yaga, I wanted to give you dakshina because I know that you are my family priest, but you cursed me in haste. So you are also going to die. Like that, immediately they kept curses on each other. You will die, you will die. Like that, they cursed each other. And like this, both King Nimi and Sage Vasishta, they cursed each other. So both of them left their bodies. Now, actually, their lifespan did not complete yet. But still, of the curse power is so much that they left the body. When really powerful people, they give curse, it immediately happens. So it happened to both of them. Now, King Nimi's soul, it went to Lord Brahma. And Vasishta's soul went to Lord Brahma. And they said, what should I do? I died because of my Guru's curse. That's what he asked. Brahma said, if you have Guru's blessings, you will be alive again. Go and ask your Guru Vasishta. And even Vasishta's soul also left the body. So he said, once I get a body, then I will think about you. Vasishta's soul said,
If I get a body, then I will think about you. Once I get it, then that soul also went to Brahma and asked in haste. You know what? Brahma, Vasistha is Manasaputra of Brahma, right? He came out of Brahma only. Said, in haste, I actually cursed my disciple. Even my disciple also cursed me. So both of us just lost our bodies. What am I supposed to do now? So here, even learned ones, we are seeing that even learned ones, great ones also, they act in haste. Okay, they sometimes they act in haste. So one is not supposed to act in haste. Those who can give curse and are powerful because of the upasana, because of the daily mantra japa, daily tapas they do, they get a lot of energy. And if they say something, that will become true. Like what happened with Nimi here, what happened with Vasistha here, right? So if there's we should not react immediately after listening. Just like that, don't say without thinking. Just do not say anything out of the thing. We have to think before we act. That is what we need to learn here. And now Lord Brahma said, Brahma listened to Nimi's soul, and Brahma listened to how he listened to Dasharatha, Vasudeva,
Just say
Devaki,
it.
and
Just say it.
now he said, anger is the enemy for everyone. Anger decreases our tapas. This is lesson for us also, guys. And anger destroys the 8 siddhis. There will be 8 kind of siddhis that one gets, and it destroys them. And anger is the reason for the destruction of humans also. So once one becomes angry, one can never go back. What can we do now? What happened? Now you both left the bodies. There is nothing that can happen. Both of you cannot go back now. You keep your soul in Surya. So he asked Vasishta to keep his soul in Surya and Varuna. Now do you see? This thing happened before Surya and Varuna, they got their desire for Urvasi. Are you understanding? So he kept his soul in a little bit in Surya and a little bit in Varuna. And after some time, you will come out of their radiance and get the name as Maitra Varuni. Like this. So like this, Brahma Manas is reborn.
Vasistha, is amsa, is born as
If you can't read correctly, nicely, don't read it. Like this, Brahma's Manasaputra, he was reborn again as Vasistha, and his amsha, Brahma's amsha is born as Agastya. Now the gods, they called on Emperor Nimi. They said, oh dear one, you were actually doing one yajna. You started one yajna, right? Towards the end of it, you did not perform the Purnahuti. Say that? Purnahuti. Purnahuti meaning they take all kinds of dravyas a little and they tie it in a silk cloth and they put a lot of some metals also in it. Okay, and in the end, towards the end, in the middle and all, they will be putting mantra, swaha, like that they will be offering. But in the end, you have to do a Mahapurnahuti. Say that? Purnahuti. So, and because of Vasishta's curse, you could not do it. And this yajna is for a good purpose, and that yajna should not be disrupted or incomplete. So, we will have to make you again alive in order to complete the yajna. Then Emperor Nimi said, knowingly or unknowingly, I made a mistake. Okay, I cursed my guru. And now again, if I come back again and if I try to complete that yajna, okay, I am going to betray my guru. I will become a Guru Drohi, right?
But I thought the yajna was already finished.
Yajna Purnahuti is not done. Yajna is done, and he was waiting for Vasishta to come in order to do that Purnahuti. That is the last part. And that's it. After that, some prayaschitta they will do. If any kind of mistakes happened, let all the mistakes be completed by the head Paramatma, take care of them like that, and the Paramatma will make it pure like that. Are you guys understanding? I'm telling you some very deeper concept.
I just no. You keep on saying, are you listening? We are listening and we are understanding.
Okay. So he said, I cannot, if I become alive again, it means that I am making the Guru's curse untrue. My Guru said I have to die. So let it be like that. So I don't want to betray my Guru. So I do not want this body anymore. Just like that, he said, look, they do not have any kind of, attachment to their body. And then you can complete the yajna. You can do it instead of me, or get it completed by my son. My son is there, so he will go and complete. So please bless me with one boon. I do not want body, but I want to live forever. Give me that boon, he said. And God said, you say you don't want body, but you want to live forever. What should be done? What is this kind of puzzle that you are giving, is it a riddle or something like that? Then Emperor Nimi said, let me be the part of eyelids, okay? Let me be the part of the eyelids of all beings. Do you see that? Once, because of that, Nimisha, we keep blinking, okay? We keep blinking, because of him. Because of this Nimi king, he is there on our eyes. Okay, we keep blinking, hence the Nimisha that came. Our blinking has come from then. Okay, Repapatu. And God said, so be it. Tathastu. And from then onwards, he became Nimisha. If a yajna stops without completion, it will be chaotic to the worlds and sorrowful to the gods also. Because the gods are the devatas are the one who are actually receiving the havis, right? So they need it to be complete, and so they can do their duties properly. So now let us come back. We were talking about how the 6 big enemies, right? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Desire, anger, greed, delusion, arrogance, envy. These are the 6 big enemies for us.
An addiction.
No, I did not say addiction. These are big enemies. So created beings, they are caught by these enemies and are not able to come out of this. Agastya is the one who actually crossed these mountains of these enemies. Agastya name means not only Vindhya mountain. He actually crossed Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, these 6 enemies. But he also gets his disciples out. If we see him as our guru, if we see Agastya as our guru, he will help us also cross in an invisible way. If you remember how Shankana Bhupala story, when Shankana Bhupala, when his arrogance or when his ahankara got removed, when he left that ahankara and he started thinking about poor people and they have to be served first, they have to be going in the queue, like that, immediately Agastya appeared and he tried to bless him. Yes or no? He gave him the Vyuha Mahalakshmi mantra. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
So Agastya is like that. So he will become guru for those who want to cross the ocean of samsara. Samsara meaning this life and death cycle. And Agastya is Brahma Swarupa. Always remember that. He is Amsha of Brahma and great devotee of Lord Ishvara and very, very dear to Lord Vishnu. All the forms. Agastya is, if you remember, Agastya came in Parashurama's story. He taught Parashurama what? Sri Krishna Premamrita Stotram. Do you guys remember that?
I remember.
Sri Krishna Premamrita Stotram. And then he is guru for Rama also. Okay, and he gave Rama Aditya Hrudayam. Say that? Everybody say Aditya Hrudayam. Okay, we are going to learn that also. Aditya Hrudayam. And he will be a guru for Parashuram. Okay, like that, he is guru. He is Lord, guru for all of them. For Rama, Bhargava Rama, and Bhargava Rama meaning Parashurama as well as Sri Rama. So he gave refuge, and we all know. Do you remember the story of how Agastya worshipped Varaha Venkateswara Swami with champaka flowers, right? Do you remember? Very nice. And he's born with Brahma Amsha. He always worshipped Lord Shiva and he gave refuge or ashraya to Lord Vishnu and he prayed for him also. Someone raised them. Someone, like they were born out of what? Out of a? Now Mitra and Varuna, Vasistha and Agastya, they were born out of what now?
A picture.
A picture. Kumbha Sambhava. Like that. So it's from the Kumbha. So picture. And someone raised them. And as they were born with Devatas Amshas, right? They never experienced any normal problems that bodied beings encounter. Like, what do you say? Cold, cough, fever, or being hot, being cold, all these kind of things that apply to normal human beings, it never bothered them because they are the amshas of the devatas. As they were growing up, they were inflamed. As they became growing up, they were like bright radiance was coming out of them, like Agnihotra, like Agni. And they are very, very holy, very sacred, very chaste. And all the devatas were observing them. In the needful times, some devatas arrived and they did annaprasana to them. Annaprasana meaning first time they make you eat some solid food, right? Some solid food. That is known as the annaprasana. So devatas only came down and they did that. And some devatas came later and they did upanayana for them at the right age. Upanayana meaning you put a thread here like this, and then from then onwards you will get the qualification study. Huh?
5?
Yeah, maybe 5 or 9. Some people do it at 9. Some people do it
In school at 9?
No, during those time, yes, people used to go to school at 8 years, 9 years old like that. Till then, they used to be home, and after that, they used to go away residential schools like Gurukula Mandal. So this is what we will cover till today. For this, we learned about sage Agastya's birth.
We didn't even do
Okay, there is more.
We didn't even do Vaikuntha Madhava.
Vaikuntha Madhava. Wait,
Don't
you
sing.
were making me sing, man.
Don't you dare sing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, let us do this also. Let's complete the entire birth part. Now, sage Agastya, he is described as one with short build with a small pot belly. I told you, right? When you remember how it, no big belly, but a very small pot belly, and his belly is home for, actually in his stomach. It will be all. It is home for all yoga siddhis, great knowledge and intellectuality. He is a great yogi born with energy of Brahma. Remember that he is Brahma Amsha, and he has control over his senses, and he went to Brahma Loka as soon as he was born, immediately, because he just went, what is my duty? Lord Brahma, I am born with your grace from a pot. Yes. And you might have got me for some one purpose. So I am known as Kumbha Sambhava. What is my duty? What is it that I have to do? Then Lord Brahma said, son, you do great tapas. Now you go do tapas for Shiva. Do tapas for Shiva and please him. And with Lord Shiva's grace, anything can be achieved. You are born for the welfare of the world. Your purpose is you have to work for the welfare of the world. So importantly, you are born for the purpose of giving message to people in Kaliyuga. Okay, you write dharmas for them. Okay, and to write dharmas, you need tapashakti. One needs tapashakti. So one has to recite Vedas in a rhythmic manner or chant the mantra properly or preach dharma to others. Or at least you do this, either recite the Vedas or chant the mantra or preach dharma to others. And one should have the strength of upasana. By doing this, if you keep on doing these things, your strength of upasana, meaning worship, it will increase, and ascetic power will increase. Your tapashakti will increase. And you go to Kashi. Where are you going to do this? Kashi is a place where there is highest cosmic energy in the entire earth. In the entire earth, the highest cosmic energy is in Kashi.
It's the highest point of Earth.
I do not know that, but there is a lot of cosmic energy. It is located in that kind of position. So do your tapas in Kashi. Go to the...
What's your unfun word for that?
What?
Astral.
Okay. Do your tapas on the opposite side of Kashi Vishweshwara, on the other side bank of the river Ganga. He even gave this instruction, which is known as Vyasa Kashi nowadays. Do you guys remember Vyasa Kashi? The story of how Vyasa Kashi came into existence is very nice. Okay, so you do the tapas without eating anything. This is one thing you have to remember. You do the tapas without eating anything. So once you obtain the grace of Lord Shiva, then you move into the Kashi. Okay, that is your duty. This is what you need to do. So we will stop here for today for Sage Agastya. Okay, these are really deep concepts. You have to think.
Continue.
Hmm?
No, we're actually going to continue.
Shh. Go back to that.
We're continuing.
What are you talking, Nana?
Continue.
So, did you understand all the concepts? So, devatas are like bright radiances, and if they get desired, there will be a mark. Okay, and that mark will come out. Only that part will come out, and they will become pure again. And that part will come onto the earth and experience whatever it has to experience. It could be curse, it could be happiness, it could be anything. They will experience it, and then they will go back again. Generally, that's what happens. But here, if they get ahankara, then they will be being born again and again and again. It is said that we were also devatas at one point, and we came down. It is said that. Okay, because of some things we did, and we are not able to realize. That's the problem. Now, let us come back to our... If you want to take a drink of water, please go take a drink of water. I'll wait for 2 minutes. Get me that bottle on the... Vithala, ನೋದ್ದೋದ್ದು ಇಟ್ರಾ ಇದು ಒದ್ದು
Yes.
Vishnu. All are here, all are back. So where did we stop in the Venkateswara Mahatmyam?
Where Brahma and Rudra come in a form of a cow and a calf, and they're healthy, and they came to the end. Vishnu was born because he was hungry, and then they fed him milk, and that's where we stopped.
Okay. And we also talked about anything else you want to add, Akshit?
How so then the queen got the queen of the Chola, the wife of the Chola king. So like the lead Gopala is the queen, the lady from the mother.
From next time onwards, use this to build your language arts also. Okay, like whatever the story I told, try to make it in try to tell it in a brief version, like how we started. Narada saw him, Vishnu mourning, saying hungry, hungry, and then he went to Kolhapur Lakshmi Devi and he said, "Amma, you are the one who has to help him. You don't know what he is doing," like that. And then she said, "What should I do?" And he said, "If you say yes, I will make some arrangements for him. He has to get onto the top of the mountain. Then he will stay there for some time and he will bless the people in Kaliyuga." Then she said, "All right." Then he called on Brahma and he asked Brahma to become a cow and he asked Rudra to become a calf, right? And then he asked Lakshmi Devi to take them both to Chola kingdom. And she went there and she tried to sell both of them, but they will be only sold to those. Anybody want to
Who
tell?
asked
Can I say more?
Yes.
if we want with them, and then only if they agree and nod, then only they okay. If they say no, there's no way.
Yeah. What is it, Nana?
When Madhava's wife came.
Madhava's wife. Yeah, I listen to you, man. Madhava's wife. Now it is not he, she. Now it is a he, right?
But it was still
And then finally we talked about the architecture of the buildings also. Do you guys remember that? We talked about that, how they were 200 stories tall and how there was bridges connecting those things, and how it was manually operated lift and all. And we also talked about 7 addictions, okay, which is very, very important. And what is it that you should do in order to not even see Vaitarani river in Naraka while going to Naraka?
Donate a cow.
Donate a cow or offer money to serve the cow. Offer money in order for the protection or serving the cow. If you give some money, okay, then those people will not be.
And donate.
Yeah. And another thing is, we are not supposed to. These 7 addictions are so powerful. Can you give me names of 7 addictions? Do any of you remember? You don't use. Yeah, you don't use those words and tell me. What are they?
Gambling for money, going behind people, drinking alcohol, hunting, unnecessary scolding, giving a punishment that's bigger than the mistake, and then spending money for like materialistic things without
And
any.
going behind ladies or men who are after the body, or like that thing also. That is also very, very important. Okay, all those things. 7. Then it becomes 7. What is it that you wanted to tell?
Hunting, lust, and gambling.
Yeah. But there are others also. Do not be harsh to others. All those things. Okay, so those are the 7 greatest sins we talked about. And now this Gopala, we talked about how that Gopala is none other than Kuntala. Kuntala, right? Yeah, talked about that also. And now this Kuntala, now that it was, now we are at a place where milk is falling from the whole of that putta. Remember? And also remember, Dasharatha and Vasudeva are in the Tintrini Vruksha, tamarind tree, and Kausalya and Devaki are the jivas in the putta, which is like a mansion, which is like so many houses coming to that, such a big putta, which is in the border of the Chola kingdom. Now that milk is Amruta. Okay, that milk that is falling from there, it is coming from Brahma. What will come from Brahma? Amruta. Amrutam only, right? It's like ambrosia, nectar, ambrosia. No, it's not like this kind of what is on the earth. It is what is for the Paramatma. And Lakshmi Devi, she was, Lakshmi Devi is the one who came there, who sold that cow and calf, and she is worried, okay, when is he going to eat? When is he going to do some, drink or milk? When is he going to get some food? Like that, she was worried, right? She went back to Kolhapur, and she was in meditation, and she saw that Paramatma's hunger. She saw in her vision that he is drinking that milk, and his hunger got appeased, and she felt like and she felt Brahma with her divine vision, and she thought, my husband's leelas are again making me surprised. What is this? What is he doing? She's thinking. Okay, he can actually fulfill the hunger of all the worlds with his looks. Okay, if you remember, I don't know if you know it completely or not. When he lifted as a 7-year-old boy, with his right hand, he lifted the entire mountain of Govardhana. No, actually with the hand. Some people say it finger, I don't know why, but in the in the Bhagavata Purana, they said it with the right hand. With the right hand, he lifted. And for 7 whole days, when Indra reigned, it was like what calamity, like this kind of utpata, like hurricane, much powerful than that, like the end of the Yuga. There is no word, like calamity, very, very bigger calamity, that kind of thing. When he did that, they did not have food. Then Krishna actually, the Chinna Krishna, 7-year-old Krishna, only looked at all of the people, and with looks itself, he fed them. And that's what she's saying. He can fulfill hunger of all the worlds with his looks. When his son became a cow, now look at him. Vishnu's son is Brahma, right? He came out of Brahma. Brahma came out of Vishnu. And when his son became a cow now and showered milk on him, he drank that and said, enough. And he said, enough. And he started to do tapas again. And like that. And then she said, what is this Leela of Swami? Jai Sriman Narayana. Say that? Jai Sriman Narayana.
What's the torrential rain or something?
Okay. Do not. Now, what happened? The cow came back along with the calf. When he said he said enough, then it came back. And the Gopala did not know any of these things. Like this cow went and it showered milk there. He did not observe. In the evening, he was milking all the cows and came to this cow also to take milk. Because do you remember how the Chola wife?
Yes.
She wanted the milk. I'm eager to drink that milk. Come on, get me that milk. Like that, she said, right? Now, when he was trying to take the milk, the cow hit him. It just hit him. And there was not even, he was somehow trying to forcefully take, not even a drop of milk in the udder. And he did not understand what was happening. So he went to the queen. And as soon as the queen saw him coming, and she was like, oh, Gopala, where is the milk of the new cow, man? Where is it? Did you bring it? From morning, I did not eat anything. I have been fasting today because I wanted to eat that, I wanted to drink that milk of the cow. And I'm very hungry. I want to drink that milk, please. And she was so deluded for that milk. Okay, like that. And this Gopala, he felt ashamed and he did not lift his head. He was like keeping his head down, not lifting it at all. He felt ashamed. And the queen said, I have been saying palu, palu, I mean milk, milk, come on, get it for me, milk, milk, palu, palu, like this, and you are keeping your head down and not at all lifting it up. Why? Why? Come on, what happened, Gopala? Then Gopala said, Amma, what can I say? That new cow, it actually kicked me. She said, where did it hit you? On my mouth, Amma, he said. He said, like, on my mouth, here, Amma. And then she asked, why did it hit you? Then Gopala said, I don't know. There was no milk in the udder. I was trying to milk it by force and it hit me. And the queen was surprised. And she looked at him and said, it has a calf that's only not even many months old. It's only a few days old. How can it not give milk? Ore, I am having doubts on you. She's saying to Gopal, Ore, I'm having doubts on you. Are you, these days your behavior has changed. There has been a change in your behavior. By any chance, did you drink that milk in secret? Gopala said, Krishna, Krishna, Amma, I did not do anything like that because he's devotee of Krishna, right? Krishna, Krishna, I did not do anything like that, Amma. Why would I drink, Amma? Then the queen said, if you are not bringing milk tomorrow, I'm going to see what's going to, I'm going to see the end of you. Like that, she actually scolded him with choicest words. Okay, choicest words. What is this? These workers are all like
Once
that.
I said you will probably get
And
5 strikes.
the whole night the Gopala got scared because he lives at the mercy. He was servant of them. Okay, he does not have any, he just serves the king and queen. So he could not sleep. He was worried. He was thinking, Ammagaru, she spoke so harshly. Okay, the queen spoke so harshly to me. For so many years I have been serving the queen and doing the seva for the cows. And not even once she said one rude to me. She is such a great lady and such a great punyatma. Now now she got angry with me today. The main reason for that anger is this cow. Because of this cow only, she got angry with me. This cow is like a donga. Okay, donga meaning thief. This cow is like a donga. Where did the milk all go? It is looking so white and beautiful. Those who have fair complexion, they are not good at all. Now, if we think like that, it is a mistake. And he was thinking like that. He has his own thinking, right? So he was angry towards the cow. He was not angry towards the a queen because she gives him employment and she gives him portion and I mean means to survive. So but he was angry towards the cow. And the black cow, this black cow is better than the white cow. It gave milk. This white cow did not give it even a drop of milk. Yo, what's going to happen? That great lady scolded me a lot. I'm going to take care of this cow. If next day it's not going to listen to me, like that he thought. Next day, when he went to guard the cows, he only takes a flute and maybe a stick. Now he took some ropes and an axe also along with him. What did he take?
The cow?
No, listen, Amma.
Yeah, right.
Don't say that. You do not. We should not talk even like that. He took the axe with him. Okay, that's it. Okay, just listen. Next day, he went to guard the cows. Okay, and then he left all the cows to go ahead and graze, but he kept his vision on the white cow. What is this white cow doing all the time? He kept his one eye on it all the time. And this white cow was also observing where every other cow was going. It's grazing the grass, looking like this. What is every other cow doing? It is also looking around. And it saw that every cow is in their own world trying to graze the grass. And it tried to look at the Gopala. That Gopala pretended to be asleep. Was like, in order to, I said, okay, everybody is in their own world. And this cow went running away. It went running away to the putta. And this Gopala was very intelligent. He was not sleeping. He was only pretending to be asleep. So he saw the cow running away. He closed his eyes. And he immediately, he just opened his eyes and said, without me knowing, where are you going? Amma, go. Oh, cow, where are you going? Without even me knowing, noticing. And he picked up the axe and ran behind it. And the cow went along with the calf closer to the putta. As the Gopala was observing, he was sneakily coming behind it. And it started showering the milk on the putta. And Gopala thought, this donga cow, this thief cow, okay, it is doing unimaginable thing. How come it is showering on the putta? It could have given that milk to other creatures. Why is it showering there? Huh? Why is it wasting that milk? It should have it can give it to other cows. It can give it to its calf or something like that. Instead of that, it's just pouring there. It's of no use. He was thinking, someone has to break this cow. But Generally, he does not get angry with cows. Generally, he does not get angry with cows, but he was feeling angry because he had to face such harsh words from his queen. Today, she said that if you are not going to get that milk, you are going to be in trouble with me or something like that, right? He might lose employment. He was having all those kind of fears. And because of that, he did that mistake. He and also remember the Purva Janma Papam that he did. What is the Papam that he did in the Purva in the previous births? Can anybody remember? No, not
Corrupting a good person.
he drinking alcohol is a different thing. He made a Brahman, a Vedic scholar, drink alcohol and eat pig meat and leave his this thing. He made him do that. That is a great sin. No, he should have. No, Kuntala could have said okay to marriage and not let him drink alcohol and pig meat.
Yes.
Okay, no, but he did, but Kuntala did not do it. Madhava did not do it on purpose. Okay, Madhava did it when she forced her. That's why. And now, because of all that Papa was accumulated in him, the tendencies, I tell you, right? The tendencies, sometimes we make mistake because of the tendencies that are attached to our Jivatma. Our Jiva has some tendencies. Without knowing, we behave that way. So we need to have control over them. But this man did not have it. Okay, even if a cow makes a mistake, one should never hit with axe. And it is a cow and it's a very sacred animal. It is wrong to hit it with even stick also. But he got ready to hit it with axe. And he just lifted the axe. If that axe touches the cow's head would have got cut. Suddenly, as this was happening, he kept the thing and he was about to drop it. Maha Vishnu, he came out of the putta in a flash. He just jumped out of the putta like that. Okay, he came jumping out and he pushed the cow away. He just pushed the cow away and he kept his head under the axe. And the axe went into the parting of the hair and it got stuck there. That axe got stuck on Mahavishnu's head like this. And it went in so strong, it got stuck there and did not come out at all, and blood gushed out in one moment. Blood gushed out. And Gopala almost fainted. He did not even, he was not understanding what, he almost fainted. He did not understand what was happening. He thought, Maya Baba, you made such a huge mistake. He got very scared. Immediately, Hari said, Oh Mudha, Pisacho Bhava. Means you will become a Pisacha. Pisacha meaning it is such a creature, okay? Immediately, as they were seeing it, Brahma, I mean, in the form of cow, they were all there, right? And as they were seeing it, the Gopala's body became totally black. He became as tall as a palm tree, okay? And his hair stood like palm leaves, okay? And he got teeth, his teeth started growing like canines, and his eyeballs came out, and his body suffered and shook, and he became like a pretatma, like a ghost, like that. And he fell at Swami's feet and said, Swami, what is this injustice? I made a mistake. I know I made a huge mistake, but you are a compassionate one. You gave me such a severe punishment. Like that he asked. Then immediately when he fell at his feet, Swami Varu became merciful. Okay, he is form of compassion, right? Then he said, okay, Vishnu said, okay, yeah. He said, Naina, if you really hit me, okay, then I would not have cursed you. If you actually hit me, then I will never curse you. Remember what happened with Bhrigu Maharshi? Bhrigu Maharshi kicked him. Did he curse him? No. Then that's what he said. Gopalas, I love Gopalas. But you did not hit me. You actually tried to hit the cow. And that is the reason why you hit my cow. And my body is dedicated. This body that I have, I came in the form, it is dedicated for the cows and Gopalas. Gopalas meaning one who protect the cows. I was also born as Gopala to tell the world that there is nothing that can be worshipable as cows and Gopalas. They need to be worshipped. So cows and the people who protect them, they always have to be treated with respect. And you were about to hit the cow that I worship. Generally, any cow, he worships all cows and Brahmanas and Gopalas. And I, with an axe and in a momentous anger, you were not even thinking. You just got very, very mad and immediately you acted on it. Okay, in momentous anger. How had you, if at all the cow's head got cut, if at all the cow got hurt, you would have got some crores of uncountable sins would be added to your account. Look, this is what we are. This is lesson for us also. So even if by mistake, if the cow got hurt, you would have got lot of sins added to your account, and you already have lot of sins because of the things that you did in your previous births. And no one would be able to save, even after many yugas. No one can save you. You would have made that sin. For that reason, I am being merciful towards you. I moved the cow away and I took the hit. I made sure you do not get that much of a punishment. But still, it is all right. You fell at my feet and you asked me to forgive you. That is the reason why. You know why you got this karma? In your previous births, now Vishnu Paramatma, Vishnu is telling him, listen, in your previous births, you made a Vedic scholar sit and drink alcohol and eat meat. That sin is holding you like a shadow. That sin is actually holding you like a shadow, because of which you acted this way and acted in a momentous anger. It's a very, very horrible thing to do. So because of that reason, you were about to hit the cow and I protected you so you won't get that sin. If you had you got that sin, that's it. No one can save you. So don't be scared. Very soon, in this Kaliyuga only, near a mountain place over here, my Kalyana meaning my wedding, my marriage, my wedding will happen. If you come in this bhuta form that you are in the pretatma, that kind of form, pisacha form that you are in, you come to my wedding. You be there. You will immediately become free of that body. You come and see me and my wife, and you do pradakshina to us. You will go around us, circumambulate us in a clockwise direction. Okay, you will be free from the pisacha janma at that time. And then you will become free from the pisacha janma, and I will bless you with eternal Vaikuntha also then. Then the Gopala said, Swami, you got hurt this much. Are you going to survive at all? Look at you. Your head is, that axe is stuck there. Are you going to live? Even if you live, is anyone going to give you anybody in marriage, a lady in marriage? Look at you. Now you got something like that. Huh? And you are just telling me all these things to make fun of me, isn't it? Like that. Then Vishnu said, no, these kind of hurts, they won't do anything to me. You don't have to worry. I will live. Already a girl is born there and growing up for me. So nothing to worry. You don't have to worry about that. So that Pisacha said, I don't know. Now I am believing in you only. When will you see that girl? When will you get married? Done. And when am I going to do pradakshina to you? Ayo, why did my body become like this? Like this, he was crying. His body was floating in the air. Look at this form, it is scary. What is this stomach? Like that, crying loudly. He left that place and he went to his home. He went to his home and he knocked on the door. His wife came out and opened the door. He said, hey, man, like that, he called his wife. And she said, his wife came out and said, who is it? Like that, she asked. And he was there in the front. It is me. Then he was almost as tall as a palm tree. And she got scared looking at him. And she ran inside shouting, Baboy, what is this? What is that pisacha out there? And she called her son and said, oh, you look, there is a pisacha outside. Go there and go and make sure it goes away. Like that, she said. And the mother and he also went outside, and that boy, his son, he went and saw. And he said, who are you? Like that. And then he said, oh, my son. Like that, he said to the boy. He said, the son also ran inside and said, he is calling me that I am his son. What is this? Then the mother and son, they got together. They knew mantras, how to chant and how to get rid of these bhutas and pretas and all. So they were started chanting the mantras, and they took cow dung. Cow dung is very powerful. If you have cow dung in your home, these kind of bad things will not enter into home. So they took the cow dung and they started chanting the mantras and putting over him. And he was like, oh no. And then he got scared and he said, it is me, your husband. Don't do this. I will die if you do this like this. Then his wife said, are you my husband? My husband looks handsome. He is shining black in color. And what is this form of a palm tree? What is this kind of form? The Gopala's prana came from head to tail thinking, oh my God, how can I tell her that I am her husband only? How is she going to believe me? And then the Gopala, he thought, Swami, you did an injustice to me. You gave me a pretty big curse, Swami. Like that, he was thinking of Swami. And my wife, who is like gold, she is disgusted with me. Even my son is also disgusted with me. Like that, he became like that. And then Narada came to her. Immediately, as she was doing all this mantra chatana, I mean, chanting the mantras and all, Narada came to her and said, Amma, please, please stop, 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 stop. Really, it is your husband only. I'm telling you. I'm Narada. I'm telling you, please, it's your husband only. Listen to me. Yeah, do not use these bhuta mantras and all. Please don't make those mantras and all will kill him, Amma. Please wait. And he explained everything. Like this, your husband tried to hit the cow, and in that place, Srinivasa came and he got hit and he made him into pisacha. And once he goes around them, once he gets married, then he will be free of the curse. Then she listened to everything patiently and she said, even if it is my husband, I can take care of him if he is in human form, but not in the pisacha form. Okay, I cannot even look at him. I'm getting scared. Okay, oh Naradaya, she said like this because she is a Gopala lady, right? Like that. She said, oh Naradaya, please go and ask him to hide in some place in where we tie all the animals around in that place. Ask him to go and stay there and never be visible to me till he gets his original form back. Till then he should not be visible to me. Like that, she said. And Narada now looked at him. I cannot understand. I don't know what to do even with him. Then Narada looked at him and said, Now did you see? Now did you see? Like this, I do not. At least now try to understand what is this samsara. This life is birth and death cycle, and you are attached to your wife and all. Why don't you get rid of that and try to achieve Paramatma? Like that, Narada, whenever he gets the chance, he keeps on saying the same thing to everybody. Try to achieve Paramatma, like that. Okay, and that Pisacha was like, it understood and it said, yeah, Narada Swami, I know what you are telling is truth only. But for some reason, even when my wife is scolding me and not asking me to be visible to her, I don't have peace in my heart if I don't see her. I always want to see my wife, Narada Swami, and I always want to see my son. What is this karma that I am going through? When am I going to get rid of this curse? Swami, again, he started, Venkateswara Swami, you ruined my life. You ruined my home by keeping this big of a curse, Swami, on me. And you could have cursed me like that. Why can't you curse me like become a short one or become a long one or something like that? There are different kinds of curses. Like, why is this pisacha like that? And he was.
I can find 100 images based on your scriptures.
Yeah. And he went away crying now. And now he never even dared to come near his wife or son till he got free of that curse. Okay, so here we have to understand one thing. The lesson for us here is we have to understand that whatever sin one did, they have to suffer the consequences of it. It is better not to go near this kind of bad things as much as possible. If anyone comes to our home, if they say, okay, we have this rule, we do not want to break this rule. So don't try to break their rule. If they say, okay, we do not, if someone will have rule that we will not eat in every place and all, they will have a rule. But you should not force them to break their rule like that. If you force them, then you know what happens? We do not know what kind of birth we might take because we forced them. Because Kuntala, this Gopala made Madhava eat pig meat, made Madhava eat human meat also sometimes. Do you remember? And all these things made him drink alcohol, which are the greatest sins. And he did not, we do not know what might happen. If someone does not want to drink coffee, at least even coffee also, we should not force them. That's it. If someone has a rule, we should help them keep the truth, not break the rule. If someone, this is as per Shastras, if someone breaks others' rules, they become pisacha. Okay, that is also a mistake. So pisacha, if someone tries to take their own life, they will become pisacha. I mean, meaning committing suicide. If that someone tries to break other rules, then they are. If someone goes through a horrible death, they will also become pisacha. So remember this. And these pisachas, they only feed on fear. If somebody gets scared of them, then they will kill them and drink their blood. That is the only food they get. If someone is not scared of them, they cannot do anything to them. Okay, that is the kind of forms. And they can never get mukti. Okay, they can only get mukti if they listen to Bhagavata in 7 days. Okay,
I
like
remember
that.
the one with
Ah,
the bamboo shoot.
yeah, bamboo shoot.
Impossible. Bamboo shoot is so small.
Because no,
That's
he
a
kept
bamboo
it
shoot.
because that no, it has to be there. Otherwise, it will never get mukti.
One
That's how it
thing-
happened.
Hey, I don't think a human of any kind, and especially a pisacha, can survive even 10 seconds inside a bamboo shoot.
They can. Okay, because when he became pisacha, then Dundukara understood the various sins he did. So he wanted to attain mukti. So he was very sincerely, he kept himself, he controlled his senses and he listened to Bhagavata Purana in such a way that he got mukti. Okay, they can.
Bamboo shoot is like 2 inches long.
It happened. No, Nana, they got bamboo shoot with 7. What do you say? Have you ever seen a bamboo shoot? I will show you. Okay, it's bigger than that, much bigger than that. I will show you. I am talking about length. 7 kanupus. Now, let us come back. As this Gopala story was happening this way, Chola king and queen came to know about what happened. Okay, they came to know. They came to know about the situation. They came running to Swami Varu. They came running and Srinivasa came there. So they came running to the Putta and they fell at his feet. And Vishnu Paramatma said, in your kingdom, from today onwards, till I get married, there will not be any rains. He said that. So far, in your kingdom, there was timely rains because you were raising cows and you were protecting the Gopalas. You were actually treating your Gopalas with respect.
Why do you now not get zero rain?
Because now Vishnu's blood, the blood fell there.
Yes.
If somebody's blood, Paramatma's blood falls like that, then there won't be any rains. There will be famine. Okay, that's the thing. Remember that concept also. So from today onwards, till I get married, there will not be any rains. So far in your kingdom, because they were raising cows and protecting Gopala. So in momentous anger, that Gopala hit my head. The main reason for his anger is your wife, Chola queen, your wife, O king, your wife is the reason. She actually scared him. Yeah, she said she told him, what is going to happen if there is no cow's milk? Are you raising cows only for milk? Taking care of cows is duty, even if it gives milk or does not give milk. This is what Vishnu Paramatma told to Chola king. He said, you have to take care of cows, even if they can bear calves or not, even if they are tamed or not tamed. Okay, even if they give milk or do not give milk. So whatever is the case, you have to take care of the cows. Your wife, she got greedy. She was greedy for the milk from that cow and scolded that Gopala. And that Punyatma, that Gopala, he was actually becoming good. He was, and he got cursed because of her. Now for that reason, and because of this sin, till now, you were getting 3 rains a month because of your good deeds. But now, till I get married, you will not get any rains. So from that moment onwards, there was no rain in that kingdom and they had to go through a famine till the time Swami got married. Now, Swami Varu is not able to take the pain. Drought, yeah. Yeah. So Swami Varu, he is not able to take the pain of the injury over his head. He got out of the putta. I cannot stay here anymore. Now he is pretending, guys. Now understand, whatever he does is Leela. Okay, whatever he does is Leela. So he got out of the putta. He was trying to get the axe out. Like he was trying to pull the axe out. But it was paining him and blood was coming. And he thought, I can't stay here anymore. Slowly he thought, let me go to a place where my pain will stop and the problem will be gone. Like that, where this injury will be cured. I have to go to that kind of place. No, not Kashi.
Venkatadri.
Venkata, he's on the foot, and now he's going to go. So he was roaming around. He saw a big mountain in the front. Venkatadri. Okay. And he started climbing the mountain. And then a spectacle happened there.
Spectacle.
Okay. We learned differently and you are learning differently. So we already know that. Okay, you guys remember that there is Swami Pushkarini there, right? Varaha Swami. Do you remember all these things? How we started this story? So there is Swami Pushkarini there. But now it became small because as the time is passing, so many people are constructing so many new things. But once upon a time, okay, it was as big in that Sarovara, in that lake. From one end to the other end, Srinivasa went around with 1,000 elephants. How many? 1,000 elements. That means now you can imagine the size of the Swami Pushkarini at that time. Okay, now even one elephant or two elephants can also not fit in that. Okay, it's like
Fit in
it
what?
became of that size right now. Okay,
What?
fit in Pushkarini, Swami Pushkarini. We are talking about Swami Pushkarini size. Srinivasa used to go from this way to that way with 1,000 elephants like that. It is of that size. So now, according to Shastras, okay, another thing for our Dharma. According to Shastras, whoever tries to reduce the size of lakes will get great sins. Some people, they think that the lake is dry, so let me try to put some more soil in it and try to construct over the lake, try to make some buildings over the lake, and then we can use that place
about
for
a
people, for people's homes.
What about a dam?
One should never do that.
What about a dam?
Dam, how can you make a dam? Dams can be constructed only on rivers, right? Where there is flowing water, but not on lake. Lakes are something
What about a
that are
lake?
dug.
What about a lake that has river
But-
water flowing
Yeah,
into it?
but you have to fill bore water, something like that, into the lake. There, you have to fill in. You have to actually dig the lakes. You have to make lakes because that is known as one of the Sapta Santana.
You're gonna
Okay.
need a whole.
Sapta
you're gonna
Santana.
need
There are
like a.
there are guys. There are
What's the-
7 children one can have besides our own children that we give birth to. Okay, those are the last category. There are 7 children, and one of them is actually digging the wells or digging the lakes. Okay, because that will help survive water. Please remember this is a very, very important thing. We should never try to cover the lakes, but we should actually try to dig the wells and the lakes. So that is one of the Sapta Santana, 7 children that one can have. Now, near that Swami Pushkarini banks, who is there near the Swami Pushkarini banks? Anybody remembers? Who did Atma Rama? Who did Shankana Bhupala? Who did their worship? Varaha Swami. Okay, Varaha Swami was there, right? So Varaha Swami was the first one who brought the thing down. So we already talked about that for some time. And if you remember, we already said how Vishnu took away his energy from that idol and went away for some time. Okay? And then as he was coming down as Srinivasa on this earth, at that time he again introduced that energy back into the Varaha Swami again. So now Varaha, he is going around there. We have to understand at the same time, Vishnu is in the form of Varaha on mountain, and he is in the form of Srinivasa as Putta, in Putta, as Srinivasa in Putta. Okay, he can be in umpteen number of forms. Yes or no? Umpteen. Do you know the word umpteen? Umpteen means several, many, infinite, like that. Okay, umpteen. And we are all his forms only. If you think we all came from Paramatma, that is what I told you in the beginning also today when we are learning. We all came from Paramatma only. Okay, so he is in all our forms. So there is nothing that is a big thing that we are talking here. Okay, he is there, that Paramatma is there from smallest particle, atom, electron, proton, whatever you take, whatever you can understand, smallest particle matter, whatever that is. That can be considered as the smallest in existence, to the biggest space, this entire Brahmanda with all the lokas and several of these like this. Okay, he is in that form also and he is in that form also. So there is nothing strange in saying Swami is there in Varaha form and at the same time he is in this form. He is in several forms. He is in all our forms also. So we have to understand that. So Swami in Varaha Rupa, which is on the banks of Pushkarini, he was going around there and he was thinking about his kingdom. Okay, for a few days I left and now how is this kingdom happening? How is my mountain? How is it and all? And he was roaming around in Varaha Avatara on the mountain. And at the same time, with injury over his head, Srinivasa also started climbing the mountain. Okay, there he is roaming on the mountain top and there he is trying to get onto top of the mountain. And he's saying Abba, Abba, like that. Like he's doing his Leela. Okay. And as he was coming up like this, and at that time, actually, a Rakshasa named
Vrushabha.
came onto that mountain.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you make us say every single name that ever
Because
spoken?
when you say these names, some of our sins will be washed away.
I was saying
Names have power. The Nama has power.
Who's saying Jackson?
No, not those kind of Samskrita namas. All namas of what do you say, of Paramatma, they have power. Not any names. Okay, the namas of the Paramatma, they have power. That's why I want you to say it. Everybody say Vrushabha.
Vrushabha.
Vrushabha is one. So, but this is a Rakshasa. We are talking about a Vrushabhasura. Okay.
For Vrushabhasura.
No, don't say that. Vrishabha is a name of the Paramatma. Vrushabhasura, Asura meaning Rakshasa. So for a long time, this Vrushabhasura, he was coming and killing the sages because Varaha Swami's Shakti was not there for some time, right? So that was a long time actually. So as this was happening, if someone was telling Puranas, he will come out of the mountain. If some sages are doing tapas, he will come out of the mountain and say, what is going to happen if you don't tell Puranas? Huh? Why are you telling Puranas? Why are you doing tapas like this? Like that, he used to come, he used to just kill and eat those sages. And Vrushabha used to cause harm to Dharma like this. And he was always angry towards the Vedic scholars who upheld Dharma. Whoever followed Dharma, he never liked them. And he used to go to the hermitages and of sages and destroyed their ashramas and killed the sages with the swords and drank their blood. He did all this kind of violence. And at that time, Varaha Swami was roaming around that mountain and he saw Vrushabhasura.
What type of swords did he use?
Rakshasas, they don't have to use words. They just use their hands. Huh? No.
Look at
No. Listen. Yeah. So I don't know the sages, but there he used some swords. I do not know the sword. I did not see it. So he saw Vrushabhasura in the front. And he saw Varaha Swami became very angry and he grinded his teeth. That is Varaha, right? Imagine Varaha, boar, wild boar. Okay, wild boar. Okay, that is the. So he grinded his teeth and he became very angry and he said, oh, one with misfortune, this is Vaikuntha, this is my mountain. Many sages built their ashramas, their hermitages here with a feeling that my mountain will be a protection to them. And they are doing tapas here, they are doing yajnas here, they are actually chanting the mantras. Are you destroying their ashramas and killing those sages? There was and then there was a big battle between Varaha Swami and Vrushabhasura. They started, there was a big battle. Please, if you suddenly move like that, my vision will go away. Okay, please. And what happened is this Vrushabhasura, he has a head of ox. His head is of ox. Okay, ox has big horns, right? And then his body is like a kind of human or very big vast body, you can say. But his head is like a, what do you say? Ox. And then the Varaha Swami held that Rakshasa's horns. Okay, that wild boar Swami. Okay, like that Varaha Swami he held and he shaken him the way, we try to get water out of the, how do you put clothes in washing machine? How it rotates? Like that. He started rotating Vrushabhasura like that. Varaha Swami. Like that. And then after that, once the thing is done, when they are putting to dry the clothes, they try to do like this, right? Okay, they try, and then he caught. No, you take the clothes and you do this in order to get rid of excess water. So then this Varaha Swami also, he held Vrushabhasura like that and he shaken him that way and the same way. Then he lifted that Rakshasa up high like that and kicked him like a soccer ball. Kicked him in such a way that like he kicked a soccer ball. And that Raksasa's body went really up high. Who knows how much high it went, because it is Varaha Swami who kicked it. And it fell down to the ground and his body fell down and broke like a ripe cucumber or a pumpkin. When the housewarming ceremonies, during the housewarming, they keep a white pumpkin. They do. You never saw one, so you don't know. So they remove the, what do you say that muchika, what that handle, the hold that holds on the plant. They remove that, the pumpkin. No, you remove it to carve, right?
Yes.
Like that white pumpkin will be there. They remove that thing and they put pasupu, kunkuma and some water in it. And after that, they do like this to the house and they just drop it on the floor like that and it breaks. And it breaks and the pasupu, kunkuma and all, it falls everywhere and it on the walls and everywhere.
It sounds like, let's go away.
Yeah, and no, that is for removing the bad evil this of the whatever evil is there, that will go away by doing that. So this was used. So in Varaha Purana and Skanda Purana, they say that They said that it fell like that body fell like a white pumpkin dropped onto the earth like that. And his body also broke into pieces. The same way pumpkin broke into pieces, that Vrushabhasura's body also broke into pieces. In that manner, Vrushabhasura got killed in the hands of Varaha Swami. Jai Bolo Shri Varaha Swami ki Jai. So the mountain on which this Rakshasa was killed now is known as Vrushabhadri.
Vrushabhadri.
Remember? We say Narayanadri, Vrushabhadri, Vrushadri, Mukhyam. When we say the Venkateswara Suprabhata. So that is how the mountain got the name Vrushabhadri. Okay. So we will continue this tomorrow. Okay. We are going to stop here for today. We crossed 5 o'clock already. So
It's 5:03.
yeah. Now, Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatye Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Asato Ma Sadgama Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskaram, Pillalu.
Namaste, Panya.